Hello, this video manual is meant to better understand how the ViciDial web client works and learn how to use all of its features correctly. Let's get started. Okay, so depending on how the IT has set up the ViciDial web link, you may be opening a web browser or use the web link address https://dynames.trekpacific.prv, and that you will be directed to the login screen. So prior to logging in, make sure that you also launch iBeam, or what we call the cell phone, along with the ViciDial. So once iBeam is up, check if you are registered. So if registered successfully, your username should appear as ready. Then we have to go back to the ViciDial login screen and select time clock. If your username is not yet set up, you may need to contact your local IT and have it configured. Okay, so back to the ViciDial login screen, click on time clock. So it is mandatory to time clock before your shift starts. It's an independent application that allows agents to clock in and clock out. So first you need to enter your user login and password and click the submit button. The login details will also be provided by the IT. So let's try to log in. Okay, you will then see a notice of the last time you clocked out with the login button below. So just hit the login button, click on back to welcome screen, and click the agent login option. So same thing, you need to key in your phone login and password and click submit. You may have to re-enter it for you to select and pick a campaign. Then hit the submit button. So once you're in the application, you'll be receiving a call. Just hit answer. And you'll hear the system announce you are the only one in this conference. So this indicates that the connection is successful and you're already connected to the dialer. So at this point, you are logged into ViciDial and you are currently on pause. Okay, so most of the buttons on the left side will not be activated until you are on a call. Let's go through all the links one by one. So at the top of the screen, you will see the ID of the phone you are currently connected through, as well as your user ID. You will also see several tabs at the top left corner. First is the ViciDial main screen tab, okay, just one furthest to the left, followed by the script tab. So the ViciDial main screen shows customer information in the system. So the script tab's purpose is to show the agent a script to read. So it may pop up when a call comes to you. Otherwise, they can just toggle between the script tab and the ViciDial tab. Okay, so the first button, or the green call control buttons, would be the pause. Okay, so if you click this one and it shows active, so meaning the phone line is open and you should be receiving calls in an auto dial. Okay, next is the dial next number. Okay, next to that would be the start recording. So this button will initiate an audio recording of the session. So next is the park call. So this allows you to send the customer that is in your session to a music on hold waiting area. So once you send a customer to park, you can retrieve them by clicking on the button again. Next would be the transfer conference button. So this button opens a blue form that allows the agent to transfer the call or add a third party. Next is the hang up customer. This is used to end a specific call, which will take you directly to the disposition screen. Next would be the send DTMF button. So the DTMF stands for dual tone multi-frequency, which is one of the techniques for converting the analog signal to digital using DTMF decoder. So sending DTMF commands is supported during active calls only. Okay, to send these digits, you will need to enter them into this box next to the send DTMF button. Normally, this is only used if you're calling someone and directed to a prompt. Okay, so instead of entering the number on a hard phone, okay, or into the dialer, just directly enter the prompt here, for example, 1, and then click on the Send TMF button. Okay, below you will also see links to manually dial a customer. So we have the manual dial and the fast dial. So if you click on the manual dial link, you will go to a screen allowing you to specify the customer number you want to call. Okay, so let's try to enter a number. Okay, and then hit the dial now. Okay, it will show connected if it's showing a live call here. Okay. So after the call is finished and you have selected hang up customer, you will disposition the call as usual and go into the next call. Okay, so after a customer call is hung up, so the green disposition screen will appear. So here you can select the appropriate status for the call you've just completed. Okay, so for example, let's click on test call. There. It will show you're active again, so you can just hit on this button to make sure that you are on pause. Okay, so the fast dial link is very similar to the manual dial link, except to use it, all you have to do is to enter a phone number into the main customer information phone number field and click on the fast dial. So let's try to do this. Okay, enter the dial code and hit fast dial. So same thing, if you're connected, it will show live call. And if the call is finished or no one is answering, just click on the hang up customer and it will prompt you again to select a code. Okay, there. So you also have the ability on most systems to control the volume level of the customer, as well as being able to mute yourself by clicking on buttons at the bottom of the agent screen. So this is the agent screen. Okay, so these buttons at the left controls the volume of the customer. Okay, on the right side of the screen, there's a mute button that allows agents to mute themselves. Okay, then below, you will also see this link, okay? Hide calls in queue, which shows you the current queue you are connected, okay? And if there are any active calls on queue. If there's a link here that will says take call and you have the option to click that to answer the phone right away. Okay. Next is if you want to see the agents that are logged in on your system or just the agents logged into your campaign or user group, you can click on the agents view plus link. And on the right side, you will see the agents view sidebar. Okay, so this will show the agents with the color blue for ready, purple for in call, and yellow for pause. So right now, no one is showing since I'm the only one in the queue. Okay, so next, if you're gonna go on a break and you need to remain logged into the dialer. Okay, so this is the main link that we need to use, enter a postcode. So if you click on this one, a screen will appear with choices of postcodes to enter for your post time. So just click on one to select it, for example, 15-minute break or lunch. So automatically your postcode is lunch. So after your lunch, you have to go back and you can click on enter a postcode and you can start taking calls again. Okay. Okay. So when you are done with your shift, click on the logout button on the upper right corner of the ViciDial screen. So this will hang up your phone and show you a re-login link like this one. So if you click on the relogin link, all of the information that you entered earlier when you logged in will still show up on the screen and you can just click submit. Okay. So let's try one more time and click the answer button again. And it will direct you to the main ViciDial screen. Okay. So, and that would be the end of this video manual. If you have questions, feel free to send me an email. Have a great day.